Hey guys, this is Ben, and it's great to have you here on this webinar today. Today we're going to talk about the 5 immediate shifts you need to put into your life to stop the dieting and begin truly living. This webinar is for men and women who are 40 pounds or more overweight and have struggled to lose the weight and are committed to finally getting off the weight loss roller coaster and create their best life. In the next 45 minutes, I'm going to take you through step by step how to get off that weight loss, weight gain roller coaster and restore your self-confidence. We're going to cover how to change your mindset and reprogram yourself for astonishing long-term weight loss success. I'm going to show you how to finally lose the blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes medication and live the healthy, vibrant, pain-free life that you deserve. I'm going to show you how to stop the endless dieting, calorie counting, and crash diet cycle and finally unlock the mysteries of what to eat to fuel your body for optimum fat torching and boundless energy. I'm going to cover how to use targeted strength training to eviscerate fat and build a toned, lean physique, no matter how out of shape you are today. In a nutshell, I'm going to show you how to lose a massive amount of weight, keep it off, and drastically turn your life around, even if you failed at every diet plan before. This will be a step-by-step strategy to lose the weight quickly, naturally, and without surgery, and create a life full of boundless energy, happiness, health, and success that spills over into every other area of your life. And look guys, there's nothing for sale in this training, but if you stick with me to the end, I have a really great gift for you. It's a valuable tool to begin the steps of transforming your life. This is normally only for my clients that spend thousands of dollars to work with me, but if you stick with me until the end, I'm going to give it to you for free. So guys, we've only got 3 house rules. 1, first and foremost, there are no quick fixes. This will be a lifestyle transformation. Crash diets and quick fixes just don't work. This is not going to be a do nothing and lose weight situation. You're not just going to sit there, watch this webinar, and suddenly lose weight. No, you're going to have to actually apply the steps we talk about. And lastly, neither my nor my clients' results are typical. The people you're going to see and hear about are extraordinary men and women. They took action, worked hard, and earned their results. Your success or lack thereof is entirely up to you. There are no outside forces. Your success is in your own hands. So before we go any further, guys, let me check in with you to make sure that you're in the right spot. First and foremost, are you 40 pounds or more overweight? Have you tried every diet under the sun to lose weight only to gain it back plus more? Do you feel embarrassed and tired of shopping in the plus size department? Constantly disappointed with the limited choices of clothes that can fit your less than ideal body? Are you on medications due to weight related illnesses, high blood pressure, diabetes medication, high cholesterol, and others? Are you confused and overwhelmed with all the conflicting diets claiming to finally have the secret to your weight loss success only to be let down again and again? Are you isolating yourself or shying away from public events because of your weight issues? What about this? Are you losing intimacy with your spouse or significant other because you're insecure about your body? Or is your weight and body image even holding you back from creating a new relationship? Do you feel like you're a bad parent because you don't have the energy to run and play with your kids? Do you feel that your weight is even affecting your career? Do you wake up in the morning tired and constantly in pain from your weight issues? What about this? Has your weight taken away your self-confidence? If this is how you feel, then I've got good news for you. None of those things are the real problem. The real problem is that you're not applying the 5 key shifts to long-term weight loss, and I'm going to tell you what those are in just a moment. Once you make these shifts, you'll lose weight quickly, effectively, and naturally, resulting in a healthy, lean body, full of energy and vitality, enabling you to finally kick those medications to the curb. You'll be able to walk into any store, anytime, and buy the kind of clothes you really want and look and feel absolutely stunning in them. You'll have the self-image and confidence that will naturally attract the man or woman of your dream without you having to constantly search and put forth effort. You'll have the confidence and momentum to set and achieve new goals in other areas of your life. You'll be renewed and have boundless energy to run and play with your children, enjoy life, seize the day with gusto, and do the things you've always wanted to do. But before we get into all that, I just want to take 30 seconds to introduce myself to you so you know who I am and that I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm Ben Shaw, a transformation specialist. I've been a fitness instructor and trainer for over 15 years. During this time, I've transformed countless lives across the US, Canada, Europe, Asia, and even the Middle East. And I'm known as the go-to guy for individuals who have huge weight loss goals, meaning they need to lose 40, 80, 100 pounds or even more. During my years of transforming lives, I've had the chance to work with hundreds of people across the world. And what's most interesting is some people had incredible breakthroughs that were absolutely life-changing within the span of just a few weeks. Some of them had pretty good results that took several months that you'd probably think were awesome. And then there were some who just couldn't hack it and didn't get results. What I learned as I got to watch these individuals try to transform their lives is that the top achievers, the ones who were the most successful and made the most dramatic transformation, were doing 5 very specific things. And just these 5 things. It didn't matter their age, their gender, their body type. The people who succeeded were doing these 5 simple things. And I believe if you do just these 5 things, you'll be able to get off the weight loss roller coaster and permanently transform your life. What I need you to understand is that there are 5 key shifts that you must take to transform your life, become self-confident, and get the healthy, lean, strong, energetic body that you always wanted. And I'm going to walk you through all 5 of those right now in this session. The first step is to get clarity. Take a good hard look in the mirror and realize that you're in an unhealthy place, both mentally and physically. You've got to first get honest with yourself. If you're not able to be honest with yourself, then how can you be honest with me? And if you're not honest with me, I can't help you. And you know what I'm saying. The ones that say, I'm just a little bit thick. No, you're not. You're overweight. I'll do it tomorrow. Has tomorrow ever come? I can do it on my own. If that was the case, then you wouldn't be here watching this. You need to first and foremost see your weight issues as what they are. A serious health problem that you aren't able to solve yourself. And then you need to get clear on what you want to do about it and where you want to go. Meaning not just saying I want to lose weight. No, that's not a clear picture. But saying I'm going to lose 100 pounds, get my confidence back, and start my own online business and begin traveling within the next 12 months, that's clarity. That's a definite statement. And it all starts right here at this first shift. You taking responsibility for your own failures or successes, owning your own crowd. A clear vision backed by definite plans gives you a tremendous feeling of confidence and power. My client Carmen is a great example of taking responsibility for your own life. As soon as she faced that her weight issues were a serious problem and that it was holding her back in every area of her life, she was able to ultimately take the actions to clearly get her to her goal and create the life that she always wanted to live. The second shift that you have to apply is subconscious reprogramming. Realize you are where you are because of your own words and actions. This is the single most important shift you can make. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will become a reality. Studies show that humans invest almost 90% of their brain in negative self-talk. The subconscious mind makes up 88% of the human brain's capacity. If you get this one thing right, it has the ability to change your life at lightning speed. You will take back control of your life and change it to one of self-empowerment, positivity, and self-determination. You will become successful. But if you don't apply this main concept, you'll keep letting outside influences control your life. And you'll keep living in a state of self-defeat and negativity, dooming yourself to failure in every area of your life, including your weight loss efforts, before you've even started. Right now, most of you are bombarded by toxic thoughts. The thoughts that come into your head when you look in the mirror. I'm getting fatter every day. I just can't do it. I don't think I'll ever be able to make it. I'm just not motivated. I'm always going to be fat. Those are the same toxic thoughts that are keeping you trapped where you are today. Those toxic thoughts lead to the actions that keep you in that spot. In order to understand those thoughts, you have to first understand the mind. There are 3 levels of your awareness. Your conscious awareness, which are things that you are immediately aware of and have control over. Like right now, if I said hold your breath or raise your arm, those are events that you can control with your conscious mind. The second level is what's called the preconscious awareness. These are memories and knowledges that you have and can be called upon when you need them. For example, I'm going to ask you a question to which is sitting right there in your head, but you're not aware of it until it's activated. Are you ready? What's your birthday? The third level is your subconscious awareness. The subconscious mind is truly what governs you and creates the person that you are. This includes your feelings, your self-image, your fears, and your phobias. These are all held right in the subconscious mind. Fear of snakes, heights, fear of the dark, fear of clowns or flying. They're all held in the subconscious, and they've been implanted there through the programming that we received in the past. It's all in the subconscious, and it's the habits and traits that we've picked up through the years that have implanted self-defeating behaviors right here in the most powerful part of our mind. I'm going to show you firsthand the power of your subconscious mind. Read this aloud to yourself. Now read this. You notice that sick feeling in your stomach, the maybe it's true thoughts, the nervous laughter, the change in your body temperature? Some of you couldn't even bring yourself to finish reading it. The reason why is because it resonated with your subconscious, the program you currently have running in the back of your mind. The key to long-term permanent weight loss is to treat the sickness and not just mask the symptoms. The sickness is the negative programming going on in the back of your mind, and the cause of it are the toxic thoughts and images you've been holding in your head. Toxic thoughts are the negative, self-limiting talk that we constantly give ourselves. This is what strengthens our negative self-image. Remember, in order to change something, you need to acknowledge it. And once you acknowledge it, you can take the steps to transform that. One of the first steps in weight loss is clearing the negative self-limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Negative beliefs come from past failures, defeats in life, what we've been told about ourselves, and a multitude of other channels. Without first clearing these beliefs, they will continue to hold you down and keep you from reaching your goals. These beliefs will cause you to continually self-sabotage yourself and constantly give up on your aspirations. So let's pinpoint them and look at how we remove these toxic beliefs from your life. The first tool we use in removing these negative beliefs is affirmations. Today we're only going to have time to lightly skim the surface of affirmations, but true subconscious imprinting techniques like the ones we use to make drastic life changes are not to be confused with positive thinking. True imprinting takes a couple months to master, and we deal with that big time in my mentoring program. But today, I'm going to give you 7 powerful affirmations that you should be putting in your life to change any circumstance. Affirmations are positive, specific statements that help you overcome self-sabotaging negative thoughts. They help you visualize and believe in what you're affirming to yourself, helping you make positive changes in your life and career. It's about taking back your power and control and steering your life in the direction that you want. So here are 7 powerful affirmations that you should be putting in your life starting today. My ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. I eat only healthy foods that fuel my mind and strengthen my body. Today, I am a powerhouse of confidence because I am aware that I possess the qualities needed to be extremely successful. I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. I wake each day full of strength and energy in my body and clarity in my mind. I am aware that my life is just beginning. My body burns fat and builds lean muscle effortlessly. Now, most of you today have turmoil deep in your subconscious mind stemming from past failures and hurt, sadness, depression, anger. Those are direct attributors to creating negative self-talk. You may not even realize the pain is there because it's been buried so deeply. That's why it's important for adding some clearing affirmations in conjunction with your daily life. And here's just a few of those. I love and cherish myself. I now choose to care and support myself in loving, joyous ways. I forgive those who've harmed me in the past and peacefully detach from them. Here's a big one. I forgive myself of all past mistakes and failures, and today I give myself permission to finally succeed. So many of you are constantly failing because you've never given yourself permission to succeed. You're just constantly hanging on to the last failure that you had, and you haven't really given yourself the permission to finally succeed. Here's another one. A river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with love. And if you're in a marriage or a relationship, my marriage is becoming stronger, deeper, and more stable each day. Now, once you start clearing that negative self-image, then you got to have a goal. You got to have some place to go to. You have to have something that you're actually trying to achieve. One of the most important things about weight loss and motivation is goal setting. You should always have a goal in front of you. So now that you're clearing those self-sabotaging negative habits and creating a positive, conductive environment, we're going to harness that energy and point it toward a goal. You know there's something that you're trying to change, but what is it? You have to be specific. What are you trying to reach? It's absolutely necessary to know exactly where you're going with pinpoint accuracy. Saying I want to lose weight or I'm going to lose weight is not a goal. A goal gives you a clear path with an end in sight. It makes you responsible for your own failures or successes. It gives you quicker results. It helps you visualize and plan actions to achieve what you really want. Goals forces you to set priority, therefore helping you limit getting involved in distracting things. Goals define real-life actions and separates it from just wishful thinking. It clears your focus and increases your motivation, therefore ensuring success. When you set a goal, it needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Saying I want to lose weight, that's not a goal. However, saying in the next 3 months, I'm going to lose 50 pounds and take back control of my life is a definite, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound goal. And I know it is because I see it with my clients all the time. When you set a huge goal like losing 100 pounds, you want to set multiple small goals that lead to that bigger goal. And your goal should be attainable yet scary. You also want to always keep a goal in front of you and shout it from the rooftops for accountability. And then display your new truth. Starting today, operate from the person you aspire to be. Learning to operate from the person you aspire to be is a huge step in actually stepping into that role. Fully embrace the person you visualize yourself becoming. Make decisions as if you were already there. Your goal is accomplished, and today you are the person you aspire to be. Jimmy Johnson said, treat a man as he is, and he will remain as he is. Treat a person as if he was where he could or should be, and he will become what he could and should be. So start today, act boldly, and unforeseen forces will come to your aid. Anna is a prime example of someone who mastered these subconscious reprogramming techniques. When Anna came to me, she was over 325 pounds, and she was carrying over 20 years of baggage behind her, bad relationships, negative self-talk, and things that caused her to become morbidly obese. She took back power and control and transformed herself into the amazing woman that she is today. The next shift you have to do, guys, is stop the dieting. Diets don't work. Statistics show that 95% of people who lose weight on a diet gain all the weight back. Diet shuts down your body's metabolism, which is your fat-burning engine. If you will apply what I'm about to tell you, the weight will melt off quickly, relatively easily. You'll feel energetic, satisfied, and fueled and primed for long-term weight loss success. But if you get it wrong and keep dieting, you're going to continue to lose a few pounds just to put twice as much back on and continue to become more and more overweight. Yeah, you will likely lose weight in the short term, but your chance of keeping it off for 5 years or more is about the same chance you have of surviving metastatic lung cancer, which is only 5%. Now, to understand how to fuel your body, you have to understand the mechanics of the body and know that the body only runs on 2 forms of energy, fat or glucose, which is what it turns all carbohydrates and sugars into. And while we're talking about sugar, let's take a look at the sugar cycle. Sugar is extremely addictive. As a matter of fact, it's proven that sugar excites the same receptors in the brain that cocaine does. And let's look at what the sugar cycle does to the body. Step 1, you eat sugar. Step 2, your blood sugar levels spike. Your body releases dopamine, which is a feel-good chemical. Your body then releases a huge mass of insulin to lower your blood sugar. Step 3, your blood sugar levels fall rapidly. High insulin levels immediately cause your body to store fat. Step 4, your low blood sugar stimulates your appetite and those sugar cravings, and you're trapped in the perpetual cycle again. And a lot of you are saying, I'm not in that cycle because I don't eat sweets. I stick to a healthy fat-free diet. And if that's the case, you've fallen for the low fat means it's good for you trap. When you remove fat from foods, it has to be replaced with something, and 99% of the time it's sugar. High sugar diets are the leading cause of weight gain, and a large majority of low-fat, fat-free foods are full of these sugars. Symptoms of a high sugar impact diet include gas, bloating, joint pain, headaches, fatigue, inability to lose weight, or even weight loss resistance, and sugar cravings. While you may think your diet is in order, you're about to be enlightened with the truth. Let's talk about the sources of fuel that you put in your body. So many of you are consuming high carbohydrate diets, which are directly attributing to your weight loss issues. And I know some of you are saying, yeah, I eat carbs, but I eat only the good carbs. But let me explain. A carbohydrate is only a fancy way of saying sugar. Carbohydrates are any of a large group of sugars, starches, cellulose, and gums mixed together. Simple carbohydrates, also called simple sugars, are found in processed and refined sugars, including table sugar, honey, agave, candy, fruits, vegetables, and milk products. Simple carbohydrates are more easily digested by the body than complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are basically long chains of simple carbohydrate. Examples of these are bread, cereal, pasta, rice, and starchy vegetables like potatoes. Your body uses all carbohydrates by converting them into glucose, which is a simple sugar, for fuel. But don't get me wrong, your diet does need carbohydrates. The carbohydrate sources in a healthy weight loss and muscle building diet should come mainly in the form of vegetables, followed by certain fruits with limited whole grains. Carbohydrates should only consist of about 15 to 25% of your diet in a healthy weight loss and muscle building regimen. So you're probably wondering, what are some good sources of carbohydrates? Here are quite a few: broccoli, cabbage, cucumbers, cauliflower, romaine lettuce, zucchini, spinach, eggplant, Brussels sprouts, green beans, kale, okra, mushrooms. You should be very limited on things like carrots, nuts, whole wheat, brown rice, and oatmeal. And absolutely stay away from things like beets, peas, sweet corn, potatoes, and yams. These things have about the same amount of sugar in them as a slice of cake. Your fruit carbohydrate sources should be things like raspberry, avocados, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, watermelon, cantaloupe, and grapefruit. You want to be very limited with things like apples, apricots, mangoes, papaya, nectarines, pineapple, oranges, plums, and peaches, and stay completely away from things like pears and bananas. Bananas are one of the first things that I always cut from my client diet. One banana has about the same amount of sugar as a Snickers bar. So now let's talk about protein. Protein should be the highest source of fuel in your diet. Protein is a building block of muscle which burns calories, and it also leaves you feeling full much longer than carbohydrate fuel sources. Protein isn't readily stored as fat like carbohydrate sources, and the body has to work to use it for energy. For example, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you eat, hour later you're hungry again. It's because you've eaten so many carbohydrates. However, if you go in and eat a big steak, 3 hours later you still feel full. It's because your body is still digesting and breaking that down for energy. This is why protein should be the highest source of fuel in your diet. Things like lean chicken, fish, tilapia, tuna, or even pork chops and steak. Diets high in lean sources of protein are the most effective way to slim down. Eating a diet high in protein will make workouts more effective and healthy eating easy. When using lean meats, fish, and poultry, in general, 1 ounce equals 7 grams of protein. Protein should equate for at least 40 to 50% of your daily nutrition. Protein has a vast array of benefits, and here are just a few. Protein prevents muscle loss. It also speeds and boosts your metabolism, which again is your fat burning engine. It helps you maintain a healthy weight. It helps produce strong hair and nails, reduces hunger, and it also regulates your blood sugar and brain function. Some great protein sources include chicken, beef, pork, turkey, cottage cheese, whey protein, 2% milk, veal, Greek yogurt, venison, tilapia, swai, whiting, tuna, salmon, shrimp, and eggs. And while they're a good source of protein, be very limited when it comes to things like nuts. Also cheese and lean ground beef. And absolutely stay away from luncheon meats, whole milk, hot dog, sausages, and processed meats. Another way to assist in getting the daily recommended amount of protein is by using whey protein. However, when it comes to whey protein, there are some very specific guidelines that you have to look for in getting a good quality whey protein. A good quality protein will have 24 grams of protein or more per 1 scoop. It will also include whey isolate, hydrolyzed or micronized whey as one of the very first ingredients. A good protein will have less than 5 grams of fat per scoop, and it'll have less than 8 grams of carbohydrate per scoop. And it's for these reasons that I never recommend proteins such as Herbalife for weight loss, because the carbohydrates are too high and your protein is too low. Remember, when you're buying protein, you want to buy protein, not carbohydrates, not fats, and not fillers. And since I just mentioned fat, let's talk about fats. Here's the thing, guys. Fats don't make you fat. The wrong fats make you fat. Trans fat and saturated fats are the artery clogging fats that are adding to your weight gain. Your diet, however, should be rich in omega-3 and other essential fatty acids. Despite what you've been told, fats aren't always the bad guy. Healthy fats play a huge role in helping you manage your mood, stay on top of your mental game, fight fatigue, and control your weight. Fats help you absorb vitamins A, D, and E, and they are vital for your nervous system. Good fats have the power to raise good cholesterol while lowering bad cholesterol, and also protects against the buildup of plaque in your arteries and even help prevent belly fat. Healthy fats should attribute to about 20 to 30% of a healthy weight loss muscle building diet. And here are some great fat sources: olive oil, flaxseed, mackerel, avocados, coconut oil, sardines, eggs, salmon, and sunflower seeds. The fat sources you want to absolutely stay away from are things like fried food, commercially baked pastries, cookies, donuts, muffins, cake, pizza dough, whole milk, vegetable shortening, stick margarine, candy bars, and others. Even the FDA recommends that adults should get between 20 to 35% of their daily calories from fats. So this is what a healthy daily menu would look like when it comes to losing weight. First in the morning, a 3 to 4 egg omelet with veggies and a bottle of water. Mid-morning, a half cup of cottage cheese mixed with a scoop of protein and a bottle of water. For lunch, grilled chicken breast, spinach salad, a cup of strawberries, and a bottle of water. For mid-afternoon, another protein shake. Dinner, baked tilapia or salmon, broccoli, an apple, and a bottle of water. And before bed, if you feel so inclined, another protein shake. Following a menu like this will keep you full, energized, and satisfied throughout the day. And it'll also make you lose between 5 and 10 pounds in the next 7 days without starving yourself, even if you've never been in the gym. The next thing you want to make sure you're adding in your nutrition is water. Water is the substance of life. Life cannot exist without water. We must constantly be adding fresh water to our body in order to keep it properly hydrated. Water can be a miracle cure for many common ailments such as headache, fatigue, joint pain, and much more. We can go for weeks without food, but only 3 days without water. Water aids our immune system and even flushes out fats and toxins from our body. Water is life. The average human body is made up of 50 to 65% water. Drinking water will also make you feel full and make you stay satisfied longer. Starting today, you should be drinking a minimum of half a gallon of water. And I know some of you have a hard time drinking water, but I'm going to show you an easy way to make the transfer. And that's by using flavored carbonated water. This is not your new permanent substitute. This is your transition. For every bottle of flavored carbonated water that you drink a bottle of water. Every week, increase the water until you phased out the carbonated water completely. Starting today, you should begin drinking a minimum of half a gallon of water, and you will see a huge difference in your weight loss efforts. Oscar here is one of my mastermind members. He was working out but had no idea what to put in his mouth. He was constantly tired. He was sluggish. He was constantly getting sick because sugar lowers your immune system. Once Oscar and I started working together and we got his nutrition straightened out, he dropped close to 30 pounds in his first month. By the time he hit week number 8, his stomach was gone. Come week number 12, he was down 68 pounds and had a physique almost as hard as mine. When you learn how to fuel and hydrate your body, your weight loss efforts will be taken to a whole new level. The next shift you guys need to make is to stop doing the meaningless cardio. So many of you are spending hours upon hours running on the treadmill and doing aerobic classes that are not actually conducive to your weight loss efforts. For you to truly lose the weight and build the body of your dream, you guys need to make sure you start doing resistance training. And I know right from the bat, a lot of you ladies are scared saying, I don't want to lift weights, I don't want to get huge. But the thing is, weights don't make women huge. Cupcakes, cookies, candies, cakes, those are the things that make women huge. When you lift weight, you become lean, you become toned, you become athletic, you become very shapely. And that's what you want. You want a butt that stands up at attention, not one that just sags down the back of your legs. There are a multitude of benefits for strength training. First and foremost, strength training burns more fat. Studies show that after weight training, your metabolic rate can stay elevated for up to 36 hours, which means while you're sitting at your desk at work, instead of burning 65 calories an hour, you're burning 75 calories an hour. And while you think an extra 10 calories an hour isn't much, it adds up quickly when you multiply it by those 36 hours. 3,500 calories make up a pound. So if you work out 3 times a week, that's an extra 1,080 calories burned from you doing nothing at all but sitting at your desk. That's 4,320 calories in a month. It only takes 3,500 calories to make up a pound. And when you multiply that by 12, that's almost 15 pounds a year. When you go to the gym and work out, it doesn't consciously change your body. It's the accumulation of the action that causes your body to have to change. So if you add this next shift in, you'll be able to burn more calories, build lean muscle, and develop that god or goddess physique. But if you stay stuck in that cardio trip, then you're going to stay stuck spending hours of your precious time and efforts barely losing any weight, if any at all. Strength training has an array of benefits. It burns more fat. It builds healthy bones. It increases your overall strength. It boosts your energy and it keeps your heart healthy. Now don't get me wrong, you do still need to have some cardio in your workout, because the right kind of cardio has some great benefits as well. Doing the proper limited amount of cardio reduces the risk of heart disease, reduces depression and fatigue, improves your heart function, and reduces the risk of osteoporosis. Not to mention it helps improving muscle mass. So there are 2 types of cardio. The first is the one that I have my clients use for 90% of their sessions. This cardio session should only be between 21 or 30 minutes that leaves you exhausted. High intensity interval cardio is without a doubt the most effective way of torching your fat when it comes to aerobic activity. However, it's the most intense. An example of high-intensity interval cardio would be sprinting for 1 minute, followed by a minute or 2 if needed, of walking. This pattern will be repeated for the entire cardio session. High intensity interval cardio should only be done in 21 to 30-minute sessions. And at the end of those sessions, you should feel exhausted. Remember, getting in shape isn't easy. If it was, then we'd all be looking like movie stars. High intensity cardio boosts your metabolic rate almost twice as much as regular cardio does, and it keeps your body burning calories at a higher rate for 5 hours more after your workout is over. That's why high intensity cardio is always the way to go. A great fat burning workout needs 3 elements: intensity, variety, and duration. The first is intensity. Whatever workouts you're doing, you need to make sure they're actually intense enough that it makes your body change. It forces you out of your comfort zone. If you're working out in your comfort zone, you're not making a change. You need to be pushing yourself past the point of comfortability, creating that intensity to get the body that you want. Secondly is variety. Your body is an amazing machine, and it has the ability to adapt to anything that you throw at it, which is why so many of you start Zumba and spin classes and these different things, and the first week or so you have great results. But then fast forward 3 weeks down the road and you're not losing weight anymore. It's because your body has adapted to that. So you need to change it up. You need to add more variety so that your body doesn't have a chance to adapt. I changed the workout for all of my clients in the mastermind group on a weekly basis so that the body never has a chance to adapt. That's why they have such amazing results. And the third thing is short duration. If you're putting the first 2 into your workout, the duration shouldn't be any more than an hour. If you're working out for 2 or 3 hours, you're either A, overtraining, and that's going to work against you, or 2, you're just sitting in there, just shooting the breeze, talking and on your phone and doing things that aren't actually helping you get closer to your goal. And a key thing to remember is to always track your progress to monitor and show your advancements so you can know where you're getting leaner, where you're getting stronger, and where you need to continue to improve. My client Yoli is a great example of what it looks like when you start putting resistance training in your workouts. Before, her routine revolved around Zumba and spinning, but once she added resistance training into her routine, she was able to lose the weight and build a stunning, beautiful, athletic, feminine body. And finally, guys, the last shift is invest in a mentor. Everyone should have a mentor. A mentor is someone who's created a clear path to where you want to go, and that person has already shown others how to go down that path. A good mentor gives you great new ideas. Right now, you guys have a lot of new ideas and ways of losing the weight that you never had before and you wouldn't have had if you hadn't come on this webinar. A good mentor will create action steps for you to actually reach your goal. And they'll be there for accountability to hold your feet to the fire to make sure you actually complete those action steps for creating the life that you want to live. A good mentor will also put together a powerful group of people working towards similar goals. This multiplies everybody's effectiveness exponentially. In my mastermind group, we have people who are just learning how to apply these 5 keys, working right alongside those who've lost 50 to 170 plus pounds and have completely transformed their life. So that way everyone wins. Naomi is one of my newer clients. She'd been struggling with weight loss issues almost her whole life, and she'd bought almost every weight loss gadget and DVD that you could think of. But still, Naomi couldn't lose the weight. It wasn't until she came to me and found that mentor that she actually started having breakthroughs. And at the time, Naomi wasn't even financially able to afford a mentor. So she actually went and skipped her house payment and her electricity bill. And later when I asked her why did she do it, she said because she knew that if she didn't get this one thing right, all those other things won't mean anything anyway. And she also says it was the best investment that she'd ever made. So there you have it, guys, the 5 key shifts to unlocking that body and life of your dreams. 1. Get clarity. You have to know where you are today and be truthful and honest with yourself about where you are and where you want to go. 2. Subconscious reprogramming. Changing the negative self-image and negative self-talk that you've been telling yourself. Stop the dieting, guys, and correct your nutrition. Then incorporate strength training to boost your metabolism and build strong, lean muscles. And finally, invest in mentoring. Correctly applying these 5 steps will strip away more than 50 pounds of fat in your body in the next 3 months. And I know it's true because I see my clients doing it all the time. So now, guys, you have a choice. You can either take this info and forget all about it, but you know why you came on this webinar. And I believe it's because your weight loss tactics aren't working. And now your weight is out of control. And you're stuck in that endless weight loss, weight gain cycle. And it's negatively affecting not only your health, energy, and mobility, but your entire life, including your self-confidence, job, and even home life. You can stay stuck where you are for the next year, 5, 10 years, or until your weight becomes such a problem that your health deteriorates and you end up in the hospital or worse. Or, if you want this to be the year that you finally take back control of your life and get this weight off permanently and regain your energy and wake up in the morning feeling good and have the stamina to run and play with your kids. If you want this to be the time that you finally have the self-confidence and the body to go to the beach and to shop and to be able to wear what you want and look and feel great and once and for all have the life you want, then here's what I have for you. My team and I have set aside some time to talk to you about how you can apply these keys to your life starting today, and the cost for this call is absolutely free. But before we go any further, let me say this is not for everyone. This isn't for time wasters. Meaning, if you know you're unemployed or know that you aren't willing to invest in your own life and health, then don't set up the call. Unless you have the mindset that this is just another obstacle and I'm going to figure it out and make it work, then don't waste my time. I only accept applicants who have 40 pounds or more to lose. This is not for someone looking for a quick fix crash diet or a short-term weight loss solution, for upcoming weddings or special events. Also, you must be absolutely committed to take action, meaning that if we decide to work together, you have to apply the steps that I tell you. And you must be open to accepting change, new ideas, and a new way of life. Because this is going to be a complete turnaround. You're going to be living a completely different life, completely different transformed lifestyle, and you have to be open to accept that. On this call, I'm going to help you get total clarity about what caused your weight issues and what you want your life to look like and the exact steps you need to take to make that a reality. If you want me to help you and I think you're a good fit, I may invite you to become one of the new clients I take on this month. If we work together, I'll put you through the same curriculum that Anna herself and countless others have used to successfully transform their life. This curriculum is designed to get you maximum results in minimum time. I'll expect you to begin applying the keys and lose your first 7 to 10 pounds within the first week. So if you'd like to book that call, go to www.benshawlive.com/apply. Think about it, guys. How would it feel for you to look in the mirror and absolutely love the physique standing there in front of you? How would it feel to jump out of bed full of energy, feeling good, feeling vibrant and alive? How would it feel for you to wake up and be excited for the day, knowing that there are so many possibilities out there for you? How would it feel for you to wake up knowing that you no longer have to take medications that you've been taking for years? I recently received an email from one of my new clients. Her name is Paulos. And here's what she said. She said, when I started working with you 10 weeks ago, I was wearing a size 22, 24. And now I'm down to a 16, 18. And my doctor has cut my blood pressure medication. My next checkup with him is in 2 months. And if I'm still doing so well, he's going to take me off of it completely. I'm so excited. I've been on blood pressure medications for over 16 years. Thank you so much for helping me, Ben. May God continue to bless you in everything you do. Think about how good she feels right now and how this can also change your life. Again, the website is benshawlive.com/apply. Let today be the day you begin life anew, the day you finally begin reaching your weight loss goals. Decide now to no longer be bound by circumstances or excuses. Your future begins with your next decision. It's been great sharing these steps with you today. This is Ben Shaw, and I look forward to talking to you soon.